All right, let me ask you something right away. Are you sitting there wondering, will my avoidant come back? Because if you've been through a relationship with someone who pulls away, disappears, shuts down emotionally, this question gets stuck in your head. It's like a loop. You're trying to move forward, you're trying to live your life, and then your brain goes, yeah, but do avoidants ever come back? Look, honestly, I hear this question all the time. And people want a simple answer, yes or no. But the real answer is a little more complicated than that. So let's talk about it. Because there's something important people misunderstand about avoidant behavior. First thing, yes, avoidants sometimes come back. That part is true. A lot of people online will say avoidants never come back. That's not accurate. Sometimes they do, sometimes after weeks, sometimes after months, sometimes even after years. You'll get a message like, hey, or just wanted to check in, or they'll like something you posted, or comment on something random. And when that happens, it can hit you like a lightning bolt. Your heart jumps, your brain goes, wait, what does this mean? Are they thinking about me? Do they miss me? Is this the moment things finally change? Look, let me tell you something. When avoidant people come back, it usually doesn't start with some deep emotional confession. It's usually small, very small, a test, a little toe in the water. Because what they're really trying to figure out is this: is the door still open? Not necessarily, am I ready for a deep emotional relationship now? Those are two completely different questions. And this is where a lot of people get hurt again, because they see that little message and they think it means the whole relationship is about to restart. But the person sending the message might just be curious. They might just be nostalgic. They might just be lonely that day. Look, I'm not saying they never cared about you. That's not the point. Someone can care about you and still be emotionally avoidant. Someone can miss you and still not be capable of giving you the kind of relationship you wanted. Both things can exist at the same time. And that's what makes this so confusing. Because part of you remembers the good moments, the connection, the chemistry, the conversations. So when they reappear, your mind goes straight back there. You start thinking, maybe this time will be different. And sometimes people repeat that cycle over and over again. Distance, reconnection. Distance, reconnection. Each time hoping that eventually the person will become emotionally available. But here's the question you really need to ask. Not will they come back? The real question is, if they do come back, what version of them is coming back? The same version who avoided hard conversations? The same person who pulled away when things got emotionally close? The same person who gave you breadcrumbs instead of a real relationship? Or someone who has actually changed? Because those are two completely different scenarios. Let me pause here for a second. If you're listening to this and it's hitting a little close to home, do me a quick favor, like the video, follow the channel, subscribe. Share this with someone who's stuck in this avoidant loop, because a lot of people are quietly living through this exact pattern. All right, back to this. Here's something people don't talk about enough. Avoidant people don't usually change because someone loved them enough. They change when they themselves decide to look at their patterns. When they start noticing, I keep hurting people. I keep running when things get close. I keep repeating the same relationship over and over. But that kind of self-awareness doesn't happen automatically. Some people reach it, some people don't. And that's the part you cannot control. You cannot love someone into emotional availability. You cannot analyze them into emotional availability. And you definitely cannot weight them into emotional availability. So if you're sitting there right now thinking, yeah, but what if they come back? Look, that might happen. It does happen sometimes. But if it does, the real moment of truth isn't when they message you. The real moment of truth is when you ask yourself, is this actually the kind of relationship I want in my life? Not the fantasy version, the real version. Because sometimes the person you miss is not the same person you choose if you'd met them today. And that realization can be uncomfortable, but it can also be freeing, because it shifts the focus away from will they come back and towards something much more important. What kind of relationship do I actually want in my life? Look, if you're dealing with this right now, if your mind keeps looping around someone who pulled away, you don't have to figure it out alone. If you want help working through it, you can book a one-on-one session with me through the link in my bio, or you can reach out on pop call, chat, voice, or video. Sometimes having someone walk through the psychology of these patterns with you make a huge difference. And honestly, whether they come back or not, the most important thing is that your life doesn't stay stuck waiting for the answer.